Okay, we're here. Looky, we're in Fort Lee. This is funny. People in New York, they slightly erase a number or two off their license plate, either by burning it or a chemical or whatever, so the cameras can't read it. Because the cameras, the robot cameras are giving out tickets everywhere for red lights, for tolls. The thing is that the state trooper pulls you over, it's like a $500 fine. So it's just, I guess they can't keep up with it, but it's kind of funny. He's in New Jersey anyway, but it's just funny, But I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Anyway, they're not taking, there's no toll people, no humans in the toll booth. Usually it's like $17. And here's a big basketball agent guy in his Maserati. Every other car is some kind of Mercedes or Beamer or Mazda, whatever. It's just funny. But anyway, we're in Fort Lee, and that's Jared Kushner's towers, believe it or not. President Trump's son-in-law. They're developers of these giant, beautiful towers here. And they're right. Everyone keeps changing lanes like they're going to go somewhere. It's really funny. I grew up here, so you just chill and relax and just go. You'll get through. But these people, they just like zigzag thinking they're going to get somewhere, and they just don't. They end up crashing. I used to have to drive my Kenworth through here with heavy equipment cranes across the bridge. They had to close the bridge one time. We brought these cranes across to actually close the bridge. And the state troopers follow you, a special permit, because you're so heavy, to go across certain bridges, the Throgs Neck and the GW. They do it late at night. But anyway, this is Fort Lee, New Jersey. And this is where Governor Krispy Kreme of New Jersey got in trouble for, Governor Christie, I'm sorry, got in trouble for shutting this. Not even funny, actually, because people died on this bridge. They were stuck here for 4 hours, and somebody had a heart attack. The ambulance couldn't get them, and people went to prison, and they were released just recently. And he weaseled out of it somehow. I don't know. He says he didn't know about the closing this bridge with construction work at rush hour, which caused 4 hours of chaos. So anyway, this is coming in. You'll see a nice view of Manhattan skyline. The sun's going down. A really beautiful day today. It's like mid-September, late, like 19th. And I can't even imagine at $17 a car how much money. Oh, it's a funny story. When they went from $7 to $17 like 8 years ago, there was a guy. He was dropping off 5-gallon pails of pennies for the toll, and by legally they had to take it. So they were dropping off giant buckets of pennies that weighed like 60 pounds to make $17 in pennies, and they were going nuts. They put big signs of no coins, which isn't legal. They have to take U.S. currency. Anyway, this is Fort Lee on the edge of the Hudson. And I thought I'd take you on a funny tour. This is kind of normal. It's not rush hour. It's like on a weekend. So it's really not that bad. This is a slight delay here from the tolls. So they mail you a toll. They take a picture. And, it's $16. I'm sorry. And the Holland Tunnel is, too. I'm coming through from Morristown, New Jersey. Across the Cross Bronx onto Long Island. And basically, this is where everyone gets all mad and tries to cut each other off. And all you gotta do is smile, wave, and let people in. Everything's cool. But people that don't live here, they get all freaked out and mad. You just wave and put your arm out and smile at people. They let you out. Most people are cool, except the ones in a Mercedes, and the rich people don't even want to look at you usually from Manhattan. But they're not here anymore. They all escaped. Escaped to Long Island and I think Connecticut and Westchester. But there's some bridge. They put all kinds of cool stuff on here, and during 9/11 they put terrorist-proof guards. It's so weird. Like, we forgot about 9/11 and all that Homeland Security, huh? But they put all kinds of special stuff on the cables so you can't harm it. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can pause. Let me pause for a minute. Anyway, we're just about to the bridge now. Look at these cables, huh? They put all kinds of special guards so lunatics can't climb up there and do something bad, which does happen. See, there's like special protectors on the cables and all that. Which, anyway, we're going to come up. We'll be able to see Manhattan far in the distance in a second. Kind of a nice view. You can see some of the buildings. Hopefully, if I don't crash here, I got to keep my eye on the road. I'm going to try to keep it on as long as I can. And we're over the Hudson River, you know, which was where the country kind of started from this point onward and went west. But, you know, the Europeans came up here and, let's say, offered the Indians $5 at a gunpoint or knife point. I guess they made them, as they say in the mafia, they made an offer they couldn't refuse. Not even funny, actually. And for $5, they got Manhattan. So that's interesting. What if they can get their money back? But anyway, that's the Manhattan, you know, Midtown Manhattan. And we're coming across, and that's the Palisades. They're big cliffs that go down to the river in the Hudson. Beautiful down there. You can take boats all the way up the state to Albany, to Lake Ontario, to the Great Lakes, believe it or not. You can go all the way to Lake Superior, all the way to Chicago, if you want to, you know, spend the time on rivers and locks going all the way through the Great Lakes. It's actually some trip I'd like to take. But anyway, here's the Midtown. There's going to be trucks going by, sorry. There's some kids on bikes. Everyone's having a good time. You know, it's not a disaster area. It's not riots and crazies like they show in the news. So don't pay attention too much sometimes to the media. You know, really. Anyway, I thought you guys would get a kick out of this, those that aren't from here. Growing up here, to me, it's no big deal. But, you know, a lot of people never get to New York City. You know, it's actually a beautiful view here of let's see this van go by. One of these panel vans, I can't see. See them really tall, skinny condo tower? I'll try to get up here. You see the skin there? I've never seen like condo needles. They're almost as, they look like they're almost as tall as Freedom Tower. They got to be over 1,000 feet, and they're skinny. The engineering must be amazing. I don't know how they're keeping them from moving around. Because my uncle worked on the 100th floor of the Twin Towers back in the 70s. And that thing, we stand there as kids, and you'd feel that building moving. You'd feel it swaying. It wasn't even windy out, and you felt it moving. So, I don't know them condos. I don't know what kind of engineering. Sometimes they put an active damper weight in the roof that hydraulically moves opposite to the force and stops the tower from, you know, swaying. They did that in Citicorp and a few other buildings. So, I thought everyone would get a kick out of this. It's a really beautiful day. I mean, one of the nicest days we had. I don't like hot weather. There's a nice couple. Actually, it's two guys. Sorry. Well, maybe they are a couple, I'm sorry. But one mask. Not many people wearing masks anymore. I guess New York and New Jersey had enough of that nonsense. And a lot of people are not doing it. You know, they're done. And you know, other parts of the country are still worried, obviously. You know, I understand why, but we won't even talk about that. Forget that. Anyway, peace out. Enjoy. Have a nice life. Think well, and it'll be well. Bye-bye.